I think she was talking about a study of kids doing jujitsu and like how
Mm,
they scored higher in, I don't know, good stuff.
patience or
Anyway,
something like that. I don't
patience,
remember.
exactly. Oh my God, we should
Yeah.
get you into the gym, Cristalo.
This is me biting my tongue, okay?
Good afternoon, Cristalo.
Good afternoon, Jack.
How are you?
I'm very well, and you?
How's your week going?
Pretty good. I can't complain.
Excellent. Well, welcome everyone to another edition of the CCE Weekly Companion.
Mm-hmm.
And this week, Cristalo,
This week was both barrels, wasn't it? The expression that we were teaching.
both barrels. Yes. So the
Mm.
story is my friend phoned me up. He phoned me up the other day because he wanted to take his son to a jiu-jitsu class.
And what is a jiu-jitsu class, Jack?
It's like judo. Think judo, but better. That's
But
my.
better.
I think so. Although I've
Mm-hmm.
never actually done judo, so I can't actually say. But I imagine it's slightly better. It's more popular, at least. Anyway, enough about that. He had wanted to take his son to a jiu-jitsu class because he had heard all the good things that it would be for his son in terms of discipline, confidence, coordination, anti-bullying, all of this stuff. Good stuff, right? Anyway, he got to the gym and he said the gym owner was a little bit weird. He was an oddball.
An oddball. That's an interesting word. I think it's very British, isn't it?
Call someone an oddball.
Yeah. The
Have you ever
word
been?
odd to,
The
to,
word odd is British.
is very British. So someone being an oddball is not a very nice thing to say about someone, but then calling them weird is not nice anyway. So when someone is a little bit strange and someone you don't really find as suitable for your personality, you can call him an oddball.
Okay. So anyway, this the gym owner was a bit of an oddball. Should we leave it at that? Yeah. Long story short, it wasn't someone that you would trust to train your child. So he was like, "No, my son is not going to this guy's gym." And then he phoned me about it. Well, actually, I think we were having voice notes or something on WhatsApp. And he said, I know I said it's really disappointing that his son wasn't, enjoying it and the guy was weird, etc. So I said to him, don't go there. And he said, thanks for reaffirming my thoughts. And then he said this. He said he's getting both barrels on all digital platforms.
Oh,
Both barrels, Cristano.
so explain, Jack, that what both barrels actually means. What is a barrel?
Well, what is a shotgun? That's the question.
Well, I've never seen one in person at least, so I can't really explain. But it's a type of weapon. It's a
It's a
gun.
gun. Yeah. So escopeta, no?
Exactly, I think
So
so.
so some shotguns are single barreled shotguns, just one. But there are some that are double barreled. So they
Mm-hmm.
have I don't how was it? What was it? De doble cañón, no? And something like that. Let's just go with
Something
it.
like that.
And anyway, so if you give someone both barrels, you're not just attacking them like with one shot, you're giving
No.
them a double shot. So it's
Yeah.
like they are being attacked with everything,
Yes.
basically.
So it's kind of like saying that it's not enough to go with only one barrel. No, you have to go both barrels. You have to like really shoot them down and just say, nope, not cool.
So, I'm sure you've given people both barrels in the past,
I
Cristana.
have no idea what you're talking about, Jack. I'm an
No,
angel.
you are an angel, yeah. Some of the time.
So, what is the structure? To give someone both barrels? What? Tell us. How do we use this?
Yeah, I suppose you could say I'm going to give him both barrels, give them both barrels, or he got. You probably use it like in the past, like he got both barrels, or I gave him both barrels. So I think you could say it either way. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
But
Now,
basically, it's when you're holding nothing back.
and you just go completely attacking full capacity. All right, I really like the something to avoid for this week, Jack.
What's the
It's
something
a
to avoid?
very yes, it's a typical mistake that a Spanglish mistake that many people make, and it can be very confusing when it comes to telling stories. so the mistake is it didn't like me, which is impossible unless you're talking about an animal, right, Jack?
Sure. I'm just gonna. Yeah, it didn't like me. Sure. What, like a dog? But dogs
Yeah,
love
I
me.
could.
So.
Yeah, I mean, well, like for example, one of my aunts, she had a dog, and the dog obviously didn't like me. It didn't like me. That's why it peed on my boot. Okay, it's really complicated for a lot of Spanish speakers to understand this structure because it's the opposite in English and Spanish.
To be
So, for
honest, I have to
example,
think about it when I say it in Spanish as well. Don't you? Or does it come naturally when you're saying gustar?
the
I think
thing
it.
is, in Greek, it's the same as in Spanish. So, sorry, Greek makes everything easier. So the tip I give my students, should I share my tip, Jack?
You should always share your tips, Cristana.
Exactly. So when you say no me gusta, the way I tell my students is like the first word you use, me gusta. That's what your subject should be. I didn't like it, or I don't like it, excuse me. No nos gusta, the nos is we don't like it. That's the tip
Yeah.
I give my students. So the
Sure.
pronoun that the
Makes sense.
Spanish people use, the me, te, etc., is in fact the English subject, which is I don't like it, we don't like it, etc. The
Yeah. So
hardest
the
one,
Spanish object is going to be the English subject.
yes, no te gusta. So no te gusta is you don't like it. So yeah, that's the tip I give my students, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But the common mistake, it didn't like me. No, that we don't use it. It's I didn't like it. The only exceptions I can think of is animals. That animals didn't like a person, etc. Other than that, you don't use it in like me. I didn't like it. Do you like my
You
tip,
could
Jack?
say if you were super posh, you could say like, "This didn't please me." You could say
That's
it
super
like that.
posh though. But yeah, but well, that's not what people really say, do they?
This was not to
Unless
my
you're really
liking,
posh.
which neither of us are. So we don't
Right.
need to. We don't need to say it. Okay. What else have we got? Something to
So we've
sound
got the
confident.
business expression. Something, yeah, the business expression. Would you like to talk about it, Jack?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much of a business expression it is, but it's an expression. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Spanish is easy, no? Morderse
It's the
la
same.
lengua.
I think
Yeah,
it's
right.
morderse la lengua. I think it's the same. To bite your
Like
tongue. But the
something you're
script.
excellent at, no, Cristela?
Mm. Hey, I'm getting better at it every day. Getting better and better at it. So to bite your tongue, difference between the Spanish and English. I think if I'm not mistaken, the Spanish say morderse la lengua. So the mistake that people make is to bite the tongue. No, it's you bite your tongue, or she bit her tongue. I don't know, he bit
That
his
happens a
tongue.
lot, right? Spanish people will say, for example, the finger, whereas
Yeah,
in English it
the
would
finger,
be
the
my finger, your finger, his finger. So in English, you'd
exactly.
be much more inclined to use the possessive rather than the
Yes.
definite article, the or those.
Yeah,
So
because you're talking about your own. You don't care about others. Others do what they want, but you're
yeah,
talking
but it's
about
not
yourself.
the finger. It's not the thing. You know, there's not like there's one finger.
There's many, exactly.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense. So we're always going to use the possessive in English. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
possessive
Yeah,
pronouns, we like them.
we do. There are two videos in the weekly companion or the CC weekly that are attached. The first one is my new video that I would like people to watch. So check the link below in the description so you can watch it and tell me what you think, because I put a lot of work into it. And that's the Deja de Sonar Spanglish with 3 pronunciation mistakes that I always teach to all my students, because those are the most common pronunciation mistakes. And the other video you attach, which I found really useful, is Cody Sanchez talking about jujitsu, right?
You love Cody Sanchez.
Yeah,
You're a
but
little
you love
Cody.
jujitsu, Jack.
Yeah, exactly.
You love
But
jujitsu, Jack. So having
together,
this
it's perfect. It's a
combination
nice
is
little,
perfect. It's a nice little video.
comes together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is like, I don't think she's talking about a study of kids doing jujitsu and like how
Mm.
they scored higher in, I don't know, good stuff.
Patience or
Anyway.
something like that. I don't
Patience,
remember.
exactly. Oh my God, we should
Yeah.
get you into gym, Cristano.
This is me biting my tongue, okay? Just in
Very
case
good.
anyone was wondering. This is me biting my tongue and not saying exactly what I wanted. It's like, yes, fantastic idea, Jack. Well, thank you everyone for watching.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll be back next week. Make sure to subscribe, to the CCE Weekly, comes out every Sunday.
And also subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch us talk about the CC weekly along with other things. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jack.
Thank you, Costello. Bye bye.
Bye.